Have you ever just looked around you and thought, life is beautiful? Even if you could see nothing but misery and sadness everywhere you looked, have you ever thought, life is beautiful? Life is Beautiful is a heart-wrenching yet uplifting film directed by Roberto Benigni, and set against the backdrop of World War II. The story revolves around Guido Orifice, don't know if I said that right either, a charming and humorous Jewish Italian man played by Benigni himself, right? Who uses his wit and imagination to shield his young son Joshua from the horrors of the Holocaust. Guido and Joshua are sent to a Nazi concentration camp, where Guido concocts an elaborate game to convince his son that their incarceration is merely a grand adventure, with the promise of a tank as the grand prize. Crazy. Through this facade, Guido's unfaltering optimism and love for his family become the driving force behind his determination to preserve his son's innocence and hope amidst the brutality of war. The title, Life is Beautiful, is both a thematic statement, meaning just a sentence stating a central theme, and a poignant irony. The simple title encapsulates Guido's unwavering belief in the beauty of life, even in the face of unimaginable suffering. Throughout the film, Guido's resilience and humor amidst adversity underscore the idea that beauty can be found even in the darkest of circumstances. His unwavering optimism and determination to shield his son from the horrors of their reality reflect the film's assertion that even in the darkest of times, there is still beauty to be found in the bonds of family and the power of imagination. However, the title also carries a profound irony, as the beauty Guido sees in life is juxtaposed against the disheartening reality of the Holocaust. The juxtaposition highlights the film's exploration of the human capacity for hope and love in the face of unspeakable tragedy. Also making sure to show that both are all too real. Okay, so Guido's decision to shield his son from the horrors of the concentration camp by pretending it's all an elaborate game is a deeply controversial aspect of the film, and the question of whether Guido should have lied to his son is a morally complex and deeply subjective one. On the one hand, Guido's deception can be seen as an act of love born out of the desperation to protect his son's innocence and preserve his will to live. By weaving a fantastical narrative around their circumstances, Guido provides his son with a sense of hope and purpose, enabling him to endure the unimaginable horrors of the camp. On the other hand, some may argue that Guido's deception ultimately perpetuates a dangerous illusion and denies his son the opportunity to fully comprehend the gravity of their situation. By shielding his son from the truth, Guido may inadvertently hinder his ability to cope with the realities of the Holocaust and navigate the complexities of life beyond the camp. At some point, Joshua will find out what really happened at the camp, and it may deeply disturb and scar him. Ultimately, Guido's decision raises profound questions about the ethics of deception in the face of extreme adversity and the lengths to which a parent will go to protect their child. Throughout the film, the element of surprise functions as a narrative device that undermines the unpredictable and often surreal nature of life in the concentration camp. Guido's silly antics and audacious attempts to maintain his son's innocence inject moments of fun and joy into the otherwise bleak and oppressive environment. These unexpected twists and turns not only provide relief for the characters in the concentration camp and cause surprise shifts in tone, but also serve to keep the audience engaged and emotionally invested in Guido and Joshua's journey. It really amazes me how Guido stays this vibrant and fun character throughout the entire movie, no matter what the circumstances. Even at the very end of his life, Guido doesn't fail to make his son smile and believe that this is all still just a fun game, and I really admire him for that. The biggest surprise that caught me completely off guard and left me on the edge of my seat because of the sheer lunacy was the scene of Guido translating for the German officer while they were in the cell. The important note, not the cell, the bedroom, if you can even call that a bedroom. The important note being Guido didn't speak German, right? Just like how the other prisoners could do nothing but watch, we as the audience could do nothing but bite out our nails as he stepped up beside the armed guards without knowing a word of German. But as the scene went on, Guido's funny use of improvisation allowed the scene to take yet another light-hearted turn, regardless of the serious instructions the German soldier was no doubt saying. Throughout the movie, the element of surprise also serves to highlight the fragility of hope and the harsh realities of war. The sudden shifts in tone and mood highlight the precariousness of life in the concentration camp, where danger and despair lurk around every corner. In this sense, the element of surprise serves as a reminder of the resilience of Guido's spirit and his ability to use love and laughter to triumph over the darkest of circumstances. And I do think that that is truly beautiful.